Let's get it. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Carolinas. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm starting in another location. Back here at the Sevierville or Serviceville. Let's see that. Serversville Neighborhood Park. Here off the Stewart Creek Greenway. And it's like they're starting these little greenways off of every park. Like I said, it seems that way. I guess whatever park that's close enough to a creek, which I notice a lot of them are. But as we must say before every recording, we give all honor to the Most High and thank Him for another glorious day that He has given us and made with us in mind in order for us to rejoice in it and be glad. And we do not take it for granted. And as I said on yesterday's recording, it seems as if all of these ideas and thoughts coincide with the next one. Or that there's a general theme at the end of the week that they're all pointing towards too. A general theme, idea, or message, if you would. And I like to look at it that way. Because even if it seems like it's not on the same wavelength as the prior one, the Most High rounds it off, so it is. Rounds it off. And I must say that He does a great job with my finite mind, according to His purpose. And once again, I give Him honor for that, to even being able to use me to say something good about Him. And see, that would be hard without a great testimony. See, as I've learned, folks don't pretty much stand up and listen to you if you don't have nothing to say. Or in other words, something to show for while you're talking. See, I've learned you can talk all day, but if you're not showing somebody something, they don't want to hear you. They're like, I really don't want to hear what you have to say because you don't have no proof in the pudding. Oh boy. And I really don't have a thought yet for today's idea. But I'm going to read over these scripts and we're just going to flow with them for today. Because it's all about having faith and confidence in the Most High and that He has a purpose for your life daily. And if you can figure out that purpose for your life, then everything else will fall in line, just like today's thought. But this first script we're going to read over is Hebrews 10:35-36. So do not throw away this confident trust in the Most High. Remember the great reward it brings you. The confident trust in the Most High. Patient endurance is what you need now, so that you will continue to do the Most High's will. Then you will receive all that He has promised. then you will receive all that he has promised. And let's move this setup. I just noticed the sun is behind me, and I did that, to be quite honest, so I can have my face in front of other individuals that's out here. I saw the sun wasn't going to be in my face like it should be, but all praises to the Most High. We'll work it out. And we'll start over. Back at Zechariah 8. Promised blessing for Jerusalem. Or blessings for Jerusalem. Then another message came to me from the Most High of Heaven's Army, Yahuwah Sabaoth. This is what the Most High of Heaven's Army says, Yahuwah Sabaoth. My love for Mount Zion is passionate and strong. I am consumed with passion for Jerusalem. You hear that? He said he is consumed with passion for Jerusalem. And now the Most High says, I am returning to Mount Zion and I will live in Jerusalem. And how many of us know that Jerusalem is not just a city, but it's a people? And it's not just a people, it's spiritual. Then Jerusalem will be called Faithful City, the Faithful City. The mountain of the Most High's, the mountain of the Most High of Heaven's Army, the mountain of Yahuwah Sabaoth will be called the Holy Mountain. This is what the Most High of Heaven's Army says. Once again, old men and women will walk Jerusalem's streets with their canes and will sit together in the city squares. And the streets of the city will be filled with boys and girls at play. This is what the Most High of Heaven's Army says. All this may seem impossible to you now, a small remnant of God's or the Most High's people. And see, that's what we was talking about yesterday as far as, or the day before, as far as us folks waking up first and called to wake up our brothers and sisters. It seems as if we're just a small group of people. And see, that's what the text says, that it's going to be a remnant. But it is not, but is it impossible for me? Says the Most High of Heaven's Army. That's a question he asks. Is it impossible for me? This is what Yahuwah Sabaoth says. You can be sure that I will rescue my people from the east and from the west. I will bring them home again to live safely in Jerusalem. They will be my people and I will be faithful and just towards them as their Elohim. Hallelujah. This is what Yahuwah Sabaoth says. Be strong and finish the task. Ever since the land of the foundation of the temple of Yahuwah Sabaoth, you have heard what the prophets have been saying about completing the building before the work on the temple began. There were no jobs and no money to hire people or animals. No traveler was safe from the enemy, for there were enemies on all sides. I had turned everyone against each other. Hallelujah. But now I will not treat the remnant of my people as I treated them before, says the Most High of Heaven's Armies, or Yahuwah Sabaoth. I am planting seeds of peace and prosperity among you. The grapevines will be heavy with fruit. The earth will produce its crops, and the heavens will release the dew. Once more, I will cause the remnant in Judah and Israel to inherit these blessings. Among other nations, Judah and Israel became symbols of a cursed nation. That's where we find ourselves now. Coming out of it, but that's where we find ourselves now. But no longer, this is what the Most High says, but no longer. Now I will rescue you and make you both a symbol and a source of blessings. Don't be afraid, be strong, and get on with the rebuilding the temple. And see, we have to get a good understanding about this temple being rebuilt. Just as we stated before, this is a people. Just like it says in the text, the Most High has come to live in these temples of clay, in these jars of clay. He's the actual treasure that fills our jars of clay, his Ruach HaKodesh. So what he's actually saying here, the temple is the dry bones that we spoke on day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, in the idea of who am I. For this is what Yahuwah Sabaoth says, I was determined to punish you when your ancestors angered me, and I did not change my mind, says Yahuwah Sabaoth. But now I am determined to bless Jerusalem and the people of Judah. So don't be afraid. But this is what you must do. Tell the truth to each other. Render verdicts in your courts that are just and that lead to peace. Oh boy. Don't scheme against each other. Stop your love of telling lies that you swear are the truth. I hate all these things, says the Most High. Here is another message that came to me from the Most High, Yahuwah Sabaoth. This is what Yahuwah Sabaoth says. The traditional fast and times of mourning you have kept in early summer, midsummer, autumn, and winter are now ended. They will become festivals of joy and celebration for the people of Judah. So love, truth, and peace. This is what Yahuwah Sabaoth says. People from nations and cities around the world will travel to Jerusalem. The people of one city will say to the people of another, come with us to Jerusalem to ask the Most High to bless us. Let's worship the Most High of Heaven's armies. Or let's worship Yahuwah Sabaoth. I'm determined to go. Many peoples and powerful nations will come to Jerusalem to seek the Most High, Yahuwah Sabaoth, and to ask for his blessing. This is what the Most High, Yahuwah Sabaoth, in those days says. In those days, 10 men from different nations and languages of the world would clutch at the sleeve of one Judean. And they will say, please let us walk with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you. Hallelujah. That is a great grouping of scripts. And see, the Most High gave me that Zechariah 8 first, and then he gave me the Hebrews 10 script next. And to be quite honest, I hadn't read over them and really took the time for the Most High to speak to me about a title to this thought. But they definitely go hand in hand with each other. He said, don't throw away your confident trust in the Most High. Remember the great reward it brings you. Patient endurance is what you need now. so that you will continue to do the Most High's will. Then you will receive all that He has promised. Hallelujah. Thank the Most High for giving us what He promised as a people, as His chosen people. We're gonna get on this bike and get us 10 miles in today. There he go acting out. I'm really curious to the route the Most High give us today. I have an idea, a good idea. About where we're gonna go. How we're gonna leave it all to Him. So in today's thought, I think it's safe to say that us as a remnant simply need to continue to endure. And in saying that, we need to endure sound doctrine. Oh boy. See, that's a must. Because if we don't have the Most High's word, we're not going to be able to stand.
Cool. Next time.
He made his shot, didn't he? I ain't never heard a pickup line like that before. He said his dog wanna say hi to the other lady dog. But she said her dog wasn't that friendly right now. So that means to keep on stepping, buddy. My dog don't want to speak to your dog, or neither do I want to speak to you. So keep it moving. That was funny to me. But it takes a prayer to put that one out there in the atmosphere. It takes a big prayer. I wouldn't have never threw that out there. Hey though, I threw out some crazy pickup lines in the past, but none like that. I think he said the name of his dog, which is what I'm sure turned her off. Which would have been what turned me off also.